help me. But when you remaining the dua of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and try to call upon the others, this is the way of shirk. By this way you will show that I believe that some people hears me wherever I am and can help me wherever I am. They can hear like Allah and they can reach and solve my problem. They have that power like Allah. This is the way of shirk. We should call upon Allah, but we should not call upon others along with Him. We should call only upon Allah. Because when someone asks us why, we will answer him with this ayat. He is the one who made the night and day. He is the one who created this ground, this earth, and this alternation of the day and night. And He is the one who provides us whatever we need. He is the one who created everything. He is the one who created me from dust, then from alaqah, from nutfa, then from alaqah, from clot of blood. Then He is the one who brought me forth to this life. All these ayats is answer why we should call upon Allah only. هو الذي يحيي ويميت. It is He who gives life and causes death. فإذا قضى أمرا, and when He decides upon a thing, a matter, فإذا قضى أمرا, when He wants to do something, فإنما يقول له, He only says to it, kun, be. Allah says to it only, be, فيكون, and it is. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala do not prepare for that creation. Do not gather, collect power from the others. Of course there is no one beside Him. He only says to it, be, and it is. This is the power of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is how He is powerful. And how you can call upon the others. If you think that Allah is weak and we should call upon the others in order to complete Allah in that thing, or if you think that Allah cannot hear and that person will make Him hear, or if you think that Allah is not sufficient and that person will help him, or if you think that Allah here and sufficient but not mercy enough for you and that person will make Him mercy for you, all of these thoughts is false about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah is mercy than them toward you. He is the most merciful. No need to anyone in order to encourage Allah to be merciful over you. And there is no weakness in His power, and there is no weakness in His hearing. So do not call upon the others. All these ayats emphasize on this matter. I'm not the one who brings that issue in every ayah, but these ayats, because of that ayah number 60, when Allah said وَقَالَ رَبُّكُمْ أُدْعُونِي, and when your Lord said call upon me أَسْتَجِبْ لَكُمْ, so that I respond you, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala repeated that matter, that important issue in the ayah number 65 after 5 ayats. هُوَ الْحَيُّ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا هُوَ, it is He who is the ever-living. So فَدُعُوهُ, call upon Him, مُخْلِصِينَ, without calling upon others. Call upon Him only, مُخْلِصِينَ لَهُ الدِّينَ, making the religion for Him only. Do not bring any others between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And And in the ayah number 66, he said, إِنِّي نُهِيتُ أَنْ أَعْبُدَ الَّذِينَ تَدْعُونَ مِنْ I have been forbidden to worship those whom you call upon besides Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And now we are continuing about this main issue in Islam, why we should make dua only to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, why we should feel that when we say or when we call, only Allah hears in His and the people cannot hear in their absence. Of course, if they are beside you, if they are next to you, they can hear. We are not talking about that. We are talking about them in their absence. When you say, oh my Father, help me, if you believe that in His absence He can hear and He can solve your problem, it's not only the matter of hearing. وَلَوْ سَمِعُوا مَا اسْتَجَابُوا لَكُمْ. If they hear, they cannot help you because they do not have that power. For example, you are sick, and if you expect shifa from them, they cannot help you. The shifa, the healing, only from Allah Azza wa Jal. Of course, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created many reasons for that shifa, and you should use them. But at the end, the shifa from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and He is the only one who can help us in our difficulties, and He is aware about us, and He is the one who is ever living. هو الذي يحيي ويميت فإذا قضى أمرا. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to do something, He says to it only be, and it is. So let's give an example. If Allah wants to help us, He will not be opposed, and He cannot be resisted. No one can resist Him. وَإِن يُرِدْكَ بِخَيْرٍ فَلَا رَادَّ لِفَضْلِهِ. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala intended to bring you, to give you a benefit, no one can prevent Him. وَإِن يَمْسَسْكَ اللَّهُ بِضُرٍّ فَلَا كَاشِفَ لَهُ. And if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala touches you with a harm, فَلَا كَاشِفَ لَهُ, no one can remove that harm from you. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has every right and has every power, and He can do whatever He wants. So no need to call upon the others. Every argument here in these ayats comes to the same result. Then no need to call upon the others. And we remember that ayah, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ تَدْعُونَ مِن دُونِ اللَّهِ عِبَادٌ أَمْثَالُكُمْ. Those whom you call besides Allah, they are all creatures, servants like you. They are weak like you. They are feeble like you. So when you call them, you call upon nothing. They will not hear. They will not be able to help. Nothing. وَمَا دُعَاءُ الْكَافِرِينَ إِلَّا فِي ضَلَالٍ. But if you call upon Allah, He aware about you. He knows you. He is the one who created you. He has the ultimate power to help you. If He wants to help, if you convince Him to help, He can help you by any means. So make dua to Him alone. No need for the others. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَإِذَا سَأَلَكَ عِبَادِي عَنِّي فَإِنِّي قَرِيبٌ أُجِيبُ دَعْوَةَ الدَّاعِ. If my servant asks you about me, then I'm near. Let him call upon me. He didn't say, let him call upon you, and then you will reach that invitation, that calling to me. Let them use you between me and them. Did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala taught us something like that? How can we produce in this religion, in this straight religion, another point between us and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and make this religion iwaja at the first, that person or that idol or that thing, and then Allah. But why we do not call upon Allah directly, like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala taught us? He did teach us in this religion. وَلِلَّهِ الْأَسْمَاءُ الْحُسْنَى فَادْعُوهُ بِهَا وَذَرُوا الَّذِينَ يُلْحِدُونَ فِي آيَاتِهِ. Those who wants to try to produce and to justify calling upon others, those are al-mulhidun. وَذَرُوا الَّذِينَ يُلْحِدُونَ فِي آيَاتِهِ. They wants to find a way for that sake. نعوذ بالله منهم. فإذا قضى أمرا, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decrees for something, He will not need any help from others. He hears, and when He wants to help, He will say, be for that matter, and it is. فإنما يقول له كن فيكون. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله العظيم لي ولكم ولسائر المؤمنين. ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا وأخطأنا. ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا. ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته.